Welcome to the show. My name is Naked Naiko. Come and join us today. Let's have some fun. Let's play. What is good, guys? My name is Naiko. Welcome to another episode.
Naked Naiko.
Welcome to another episode of the Creator Show. So, for those of you who don't know, we had something very special happen last weekend. But before we go into this, I want to welcome our guest today. To my right, we have
Hassan.
How's it going, bro?
Yeah, good. How are you?
Very good. It's nice to see you on this side of the camera.
Yeah, definitely.
How does it feel?
It's better now than it was last time.
Yeah?
Not nervous.
A bit more comfortable.
Yeah.
And then it's such a pleasure to have you back. Everybody say hello to
Nishma.
How are you?
Oh my gosh, I almost said.
You almost what?
No.
Were you going to say Naked Nishma? For real.
Because we both have NN in our. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways, no.
So not Naked Nishma.
Don't please don't picture it.
Yeah, don't associate it with
No,
that.
no.
Edit it out.
So how's you've just come back from the other side of the pond, right?
Come back from where? I mean, I never left here.
Oh, you just, okay.
Yeah. Well, it actually feels like I never left when
Yeah,
I came
for
back.
sure.
It's been a month,
Yeah.
more than a month, just over a month. But it's so good to be back. Honestly.
Yeah, for sure. It's nice to have you back. And we have the one, the only Master Shri Akarshana.
Namaste, everybody.
Namaste. So, how many did we hit this weekend?
We
on
hit
YouTube subscribers.
1 million subscribers.
it.
Woo! Whoop, whoop.
We can hear you cheering. Thanks to every single one of you guys. You're also part of this. It's thanks to you. So give yourself a round of applause. We appreciate your support, your love, your connection. It was perfect timing, wasn't it? It happened at the end of the event.
It was
Very
perfect.
It was
divine.
perfect, yeah.
Everything was perfect. I told you 2 weeks ago.
Yes,
Yeah.
I was just gonna say. He mentioned that when you land here in UK, when you come back, that's when he's gonna hit 1 million, and it happened exactly right when I landed, and I
So
went
good.
straight into the celebration.
So good.
So that was really perfect.
Wow. So what's next? Next is what? 10 million?
I think
What's
the
the
next. I think the next.
100 million.
No, the next one's the. Is it 15 mil or something? I don't know. It's a huge jump though. Like you
What
see
have you done? Yeah.
you see a silver at 100k, a silver button,
And
a
there's the
gold,
diamond.
a gold at 1 mil, and a
Then you got
diamond
one.
at like
Halfway between 10.
way beyond. Like if
what this like trophy is that?
yeah, so that's the 100k.
That's the 100k. So
Yeah.
you're gonna receive one for 1 million.
A bigger one is
A
gold.
bigger one.
Yeah,
Oh,
bigger one, gold.
cool.
And then the next milestone is a long way away.
What's
but
that?
numbers is a very interesting thing, you know. When you first start,
Mm.
every I mean, you're doing the meditation channel.
Mhm.
Every few thousand, it seems. Oh wow, it's another 1,000. Oh wow, it's
Yeah.
another 1,000. It seems very like it's
Mm.
It's
exciting,
like
right?
you reached another milestone.
Yeah.
with every 1,000 subscribers.
Every time it gets 1,000, and then when you start getting 1,000 a day, which is what the channel's been doing for a few years now, it's like, why is it not moving? It feels like, why is it not moving?
Yeah.
It just shows, I think, everything in life is perspective,
Yeah.
Mm.
Right.
and once you hit a certain level or
Yeah.
peak, then
guess your
everything else
scales
seems so
changes.
minute, and then
Yeah.
you just
Yeah.
aim for bigger things.
Nice.
But I think more important is that people don't get into the game of chasing that and feeling their significance only comes from that.
Mm.
I remember when I first started the YouTube channel, I had some people in my circle who were very successful, and they had like 10,000 followers or 30k followers on YouTube. And I remember seeing them, and I was like, "Wow,
Yeah.
you got a lot of followers there." And then now it's really weird because now you look at those channels and you're like, okay, it's a good start. So
Mhm.
at least you're starting.
Yeah.
And then now it's like million, 2 mil, 3 mil. I don't think there will be a feeling until maybe like 50 mil. Maybe I'll be like, oh gosh, that's
Wow.
like that
That's
seems a
Quite
lot.
big. Yeah.
But I don't know if you ever thought about like something like this before. Even your meditation channel right now with 7,000 plus.
Mhm.
I mean, think how many people are listening to your voice every single day.
Yeah.
I mean, so some of them have like 100K or something views. Put it into perspective in just a moment and think, imagine if everybody who was listening to your voice was here with you right now. Like
It's
that's a whole
insane.
stadium.
It's yeah,
Yeah.
100,000
Ooh,
views.
I never thought of it that way. That's crazy.
Yeah. But I think it's important sometimes to think about
Take a
things
step
that we're
back
doing
and-
like that.
yeah.
Even the people who are just hitting 100 views on your content that you're creating right now, or 1,000. Sometimes when you get used to it, you don't appreciate what you're actually doing. But even if you put 100 people in a room and say, hey, they've been inspired or entertained by you, or you put some positivity in their life, it's a big deal.
Mm.
So what I always tell people is be grateful for everything you have in every moment. Don't be on the addiction of chasing.
Mm.
But at the same time, keep growing. Don't hold back. Keep growing. That's why also we have Naked Naiko here, a new creation from the creator.
Are you ready, everybody?
So when will they get to see the?
Did you see in the past? There was a show called Eurotrash. Did anybody?
Eurotrash. I heard about that.
you sound like that guy now, doesn't he? He sounds like that guy.
No.
There's Kyo knows. Kyo's like, yeah, that's the show. There's a show called Eurotrash. This is a French guy. He was naked French guy. Wow.
Okay, I see where we're going.
So anyway, how do you feel about your new branding? And
My new branding, I've always, been an advocate of, spirit is freedom, right? Because the whole idea of spirit is energy, and energy is free. And I don't think people, they don't.
okay, so just to cut to what
The
they're
chase.
looking for. How do they find you naked? Like where should they look? I mean, at the end of the day, that's what they were.
At the end of the day, okay, well, so I'm
Everyone's thoughts going wild.
I'm
right
working
now.
on my YouTube channel right now. I'll be putting out some content.
Some naked content.
Some naked content, but I'll be talking about some very interesting and serious subjects. So if there's anything that you would like, any questions you would like answering, maybe about spirituality, about law of attraction, about abundance, maybe about music, then drop me an email at naiko@iamcreator.com.
Naked Naiko. You need to speak to Rebecca.
Okay,
about
should I
that.
change my email address? nakednaiko@iamcreator.com.
No, I think it's good. Maybe you should do a show. No, I mean, first of all, I think put it into context of
Yeah.
what this was about. I mean,
Yeah, we need to.
aside from he likes getting naked, but
Saying this, I've never got naked in front of anyone in the team before. But apparently in some dimension it happens.
so it's happened already.
we go.
Nothing is created, remember. Whatever's being said right now is already in existence. So he's nervous about the future.
Let's go.
So
Feel the fear and do it.
yeah, that what I was just saying to Naiko just before was I said, you're a musician, very good musician. You're very conscious. The spiritual aspect, a lot of things that you could share with people that will help them on their enlightenment journey.
Yep.
So music and spirituality. If you use those two things itself, I said, if you create a channel on it, maybe it will grow through time, a lot of persistence. Maybe let's say 5-7 years or something like that, you'll have some people following and enjoying the content.
It's too long.
But sometimes to reach, what's too long?
I said 7 years. That's taking too long. We need to make it quicker.
Instant.
So what I was saying was, I mean, if you were wanting to make a faster impact, time is our limitation. Faster impact in this world, it's very important us to know how to stand out.
Yep.
Standing out is not for the reason of ego and saying, I mean, it's not easy standing naked, but so
Try it.
yeah. Try. So standing out is not like easy way or ego or anything. Standing out is to say,
I haven't.
in the same way I put a Lamborghini there and I'm doing yoga.
Yeah.
There'll be a lot of attack.
Yeah.
There'll be a lot of attack on your
For
body.
sure.
It will happen.
Yeah,
It
for
doesn't
sure.
matter how 6-pack and ripped you are.
Yeah,
You'll still get attacked.
Yeah.
In fact, there's like a threshold, right? When you cross a line, then they say you're on steroids.
Yeah. Just a thought. JP Sears.
Yeah, he does that
He
already.
does that.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
just ripped. You know
yeah.
JP says.
Yeah, he's ripped.
You have to check him out.
Okay.
Master will show you. He's
You'll
brilliant.
know when you see his videos. He's the funny guy. Yeah.
The funny long head ginger
Yeah.
ripped guy.
Okay, maybe when I see it, I'll know.
He's
Yeah.
brilliant.
Yeah.
Cool.
So if you want to reach out people faster, then you got to stand out. You got to do something different.
Yeah.
That's what happens on media or social media even.
Mm.
And so we came with this idea. We said Naked Naiko. I mean, it will have its audience. I mean, let us know inside the comments, if you guys would be up for that. But it won't be. It's not what you think, though. It's
No.
not. It's not. It's naked, but he will be holding a guitar because
To
obviously,
cover up.
yeah. I mean, this is like just respecting
Some people's comfort zones and
some people's religions and things like
religions
that.
and,
Yeah.
and values. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, as long as you have a guitar there, I think all religions will be protected.
Thank you, guitar.
I think,
I'm glad you're in my life.
except some religions, maybe not.
Some, yeah.
yeah.
We'll see.
But
We'll
we
find
see what
out.
we can do.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I think it would work.
let's do it.
I really think it would work.
Mm.
What do you guys think?
I think it's great. I mean, who wouldn't want to see it?
I can't wait, personally.
When's
I'll
the launch of the
subscribe.
channel?
I'll pre-order.
What are you ordering?
I was actually asking you this question yesterday. Remember that? Are you gonna start going like topless
Oh, yeah,
anytime
yeah,
soon?
yeah,
Because a grandmaster in
Yeah.
a lot of his videos, he
Yeah.
is showing without his shirt, and it's so
Yeah.
normal
Yeah.
for people to.
Yeah. No, I'll
spiritual,
be
you
doing
can get
without
away with
shirts.
anything.
His is
Yeah.
slightly different. His is also bottoms as well, so it's slightly different. Yeah, but it's good because there is also this whole wave of spiritual conscious people who are exploring that side also.
Yeah,
Mm.
it's trending already with JP
Yeah.
Sears.
Yeah,
Massively. He's got millions of subscribers,
which is how people, when we arrive on this planet without clothes,
right?
maybe a leaf,
Maybe a leaf, yeah.
Adam and Eve. That's what
Yeah.
this is. Leaves, right?
That's it. People, I think. No, I'm not going to get into that. Being naked is good. It's natural. it's
Express
normal.
your freedom.
Be yourself.
Do you know?
Yeah.
Do you know what's really I found really fascinating in China, the culture. I don't know if you guys are aware of it. We like guys, we go for shower together.
Mm-hmm.
Like not at home. Right? We go
Yeah.
out for shower. So we call it shower, but we say bath basically. So it's very common when we're doing a business deal, and I only started knowing about this culture when I needed to travel there for business. Is that we would have a business meeting, then suddenly they'll say, "Oh, let's go shower," and I'll be like, my first time was like, "Huh,
Yeah.
okay." So, but it's like a casual, like a meeting type of like you just chill, right? But basically, what it's like is the equivalent of like a spa here. Where there's a big swimming pool, there's a jacuzzi, there's saunas, there's everything,
Do they swim naked?
but it's totally naked. Like there's
Even
nothing,
swimming
no
and all?
bottom, no swimming gear, no nothing.
That's
Totally
so
naked,
good.
right? So I remember when I first went there, and note that I was pretty drunk when I first went there as well, because you have to drink a lot in the respect of their
Yeah.
culture as well for business deal.
Mm.
So I rock up there and I'm thinking, wow, I must be really drunk right now. Or is everybody really, really naked in this swimming pool? And I noticed, oh, it's all men as well. I said, this is really weird. What's going on? So go into the thing, and then at first it's uncomfortable because I was brought up in the UK and never had this before. But what was really, really weird was when I first went in, I noticed there were some Westerners, like people from, I don't know, America or UK or something like that. And they were getting a towel to cover themselves up. So they had a towel covering themselves up walking around, and all the Chinese are just butt naked. And then the business partner from China asked me and said, I thought you guys Westerners are really open and Asians are more conservative. But how come all Westerners are all covering themselves up? And then it's weird because the thought is that Asian will be more conservative and here will be, but I guess it's because they're not used to the culture. So they're like, why is everybody naked?
Yeah.
Really funny story. They got me to this bed. It's a scrubber.
Okay.
So there's a guy who's butt naked as well. He's that's his work. He needs to scrub people, right? And so so imagine it's just dangling, and it's just like so he's got this scrubber. It's like sandpaper. I don't know if you've had it before.
I imagine like something
like
to get rid
basically
of
all
the-
your dead skin.
dead-
It
yeah.
removes all dead
Yeah,
skin,
yeah,
right? So it's
yeah.
real tough scrubber, and they scrub your full body. So basically, you lie on this bed. So so our business partner and I'm just like, what the hell? Just whatever. Just get it over. and
yeah,
done
yeah,
with.
do what you
So
need
what
to
do we
do,
do?
yeah.
Okay, so he's like, okay, okay, you take that bed. We'll take this bed. Okay, cool. I said, okay, lie down. And lie down. And I said, lie down, face up. And then there's this guy there. I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm lying down, face up. I'm thinking, this is really weird. And then he gets the scrubber and he starts scrubbing the whole body, right? And it's really funny because he goes scrub and he scrubs. And it full body, you're really enjoying this, right? Kia's like, I want to go to China. So he's scrubbing the body, and then he's scrubbing, and then he scrubs this inner leg, right? And then what happens is, I'm thinking, right, okay, so what's going to happen next, right? Then imagine he goes and he flips it over, and then he scrubs the other leg. Can you imagine, right? So he flips it over onto one side, then he scrubs the other leg. Then after finishing that leg, you will never guess what. So I'm just like, what just happened there? Did he just? He did. and then what happens is he finishes scrubbing the other side. Then what does he do? He puts it back for you.
Back to where we found you.
And I'm just lying there. I'm like, wow, that really just happened. That really just happened.
Whoa.
Yeah. But anyway, moral of the story.
Moral of the story.
Okay, so then I got used to it. So me, my brother, and my dad, we always go now. It's because and this feeling now is a real different connection now. Because when you're imagine whole swimming pool, jacuzzi, sauna, everyone just butt naked, right?
Yeah.
For the culture, and this is what I feel now, is about transparency.
Yep. Absolutely.
When you are like, if we can all go together like that, it's almost like nobody's got anything to hide. Yeah. We're all open. We're all humans. Nobody's got any judgment on anybody, and it's like,
yeah,
this is us.
Yeah,
that's
is the
me.
birth
That's
suit.
you. That's
Yeah, yeah.
everyone. And whenever I go back to China now, when we go to the baths, it's like, it just feels good. You feel free.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think that is like the essence of free spirit.
Yeah, for sure.
Like in this world, we live in a very fake world. Everybody's hiding under so many things, so many layers of makeup and
Clothing,
hair
shoes,
and
whatever.
clothes and whatever we do, And I think it's like, I don't know how this would happen and what, but I think if everybody just walked around naked one day and they could start getting used to it, it would be a weird, but kind of like a stress-free, relaxing
In
feeling,
in France they have naked communities.
yeah.
So they have the nude beaches.
Oh, I
But
was
they
just
have
So
like
this
the-
is in
the
your
nude-
this
the
is
nude
from your
resorts.
ancestors and this is,
Thank you.
Yeah,
Merci.
I accidentally went to a nude beach
Yeah?
one time. Accidentally.
accidentally. She was accidentally naked on a nude beach.
Somehow.
Somehow.
I was in an island. I was just walking around the
Accidentally
island.
got on an
I had
island.
no
Got on
idea.
an
Yeah.
Just saw old man.
That's the thing. It's not the kind of people you would aesthetically like to see. But yeah, I grew up going to nude beaches with my parents. Like, still, even at a young age, there was times where I had difficulty accepting the fact that I'm going to be naked. But once you've gone over that, it's like, what was that all about? Like, this is normal, And yes, so they have communities where you're not actually, if you wear clothes, you can't get in. You're not allowed to.
Oh wow.
All the workers, everyone.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
When I used to be in Manchester,
Oh, here it comes. Hassan.
nothing to do with
I
me.
was part of the Manchester naked community.
No, there was actually a run every year that used to be like thousands of people butt naked.
Yeah.
Literally like,
wow.
and
Yeah.
where I used to live, Curry Mile, that used to be a huge road, like on Oxford all the way to the town centre, and
Yeah.
that was like 30 minutes from there. But literally, they used to be walking up and down like once a year.
Mm.
When I first time seeing that, I was like rubbing my eyes. I was like, what? I didn't know at that point why they were doing it.
Everything's there.
So
But,
why were they doing it?
for charity for the LGBT kind of proud
Yeah,
because there's a lot of villages there that people just like be themselves, basically, be
Yeah.
naked
Yeah.
and stuff and like that. So that was something new for me when I moved down to Manchester.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's kind of like normal for Manchester.
Yeah. No, I think they bring it into a lot of cities.
Now they
even
have, yeah.
before when I was in Hull, it was the same as
Yeah.
well. They had the naked biking. Everybody there's thousands of people, all but naked biking.
Yeah.
There's a restaurant that opened a couple of years ago in London. I've never been to it, where you go naked. The Naked Grill, it's
Yeah.
called.
Oh,
Naked
really?
Grill. Yeah. Just don't get anything on a hot plate or to the table. But yeah, Naked Grill.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen
That's
that.
the next team outing. There we go. Speak to Rebecca.
Yeah, you speak to Rebecca. You speak to Rebecca. You speak
Yeah,
to
for
Rebecca.
the vlog.
You remember? I remember you said something about this event you had where I'm not sure which event, but apparently people went naked because they were so high, like high vibes. and-
That needs to be kept.
Okay. We
I
don't-
think I know what that's about.
when people are just they don't care anymore.
That's
Yeah.
that one we don't talk about.
Okay, we're not gonna be doing that, huh?
But one thing we did used to facilitate, which was also a very good thing, is naked sweat lodge. I don't know if you've been in sweat lodges before.
No.
Yeah, we do prayer inside, meditation inside. Everybody's naked, and it's just a sweat lodge. It's really nice. Like, you feel free. You really do feel free. My first experience that actually wasn't. I wouldn't class it as spiritual or spiritual practice or anything, and I didn't. But my first experience of that, actually, something to get that feeling of freedom, was my first trip out to Kenya. Because obviously they all just shower outside with a bucket. And so when I first got there and it's like, okay, shower time. It's like, where's the shower? And it's like, oh, just behind these trees and here's the bucket. It's like, wow. So it's like, now Hassan's thinking, am I going to go to Kenya? So, but that was weird. Like, it was weird and nice in a weird way. Because my first time in nature, and you hear chickens and you hear
Birds and
everything going,
Yeah.
and then just nature, and then you're just butt naked. There's some deep connection,
Yeah, for real.
which is obviously your mind will be like, oh, is there somebody watching, or is there somebody? But there's some you feel free. It is
So oneness,
very, very
it's a
beautiful.
unity. Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't
very
the Wealth Yogis, the first batch, during their trip, they went to somewhere
we
in
did.
UK.
Yeah,
It was a
yeah.
very spiritual place. Apparently.
Yeah. We went into naked bath there also. Yeah.
So it's more to do with like spirituality.
That one was, yeah, but not everybody, because it's not right for. I mean, not everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, some people, they obviously got a lot to think about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not comfortable.
But yeah, a good group of us. We went inside. It's very healing waters, healing pool. Fully naked, everybody goes in. That was a beautiful experience as well. We will be going soon. Yeah. We'll take Kia also. Kia can go in with GoPro. You can be naked, GoPro. No, that won't be allowed. Could you imagine? Okay, filming some B-roll.
Underwater. Hey.
Naiko, come here again. Okay, zoom in.
Wiggle it.
Wiggle it.
No.
So funny. Oh, wiggle it, then put it on 120 frames per second slow-mo.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
It's like a lightsaber.
Put some effects on it in After Effects.
Amy's like,
This is
What is happening?
well, that's what happens when you have Naked Naiko on the show.
We started off as that. So
wow.
whoever's watching,
I might as
if
well
you
just have my own show now, the Naked Naiko show.
a lot of people before were thinking it'd be nice to join the creators team. They seem to have so much fun. Now they're thinking,
Like,
actually,
I don't want to get naked.
Second thought.
actually,
Yeah.
maybe
what
not.
happens behind the scene.
Actually, we don't get naked that much.
No,
No,
just
no.
5 days a week.
Every
just
time in the
In the
shower.
shower.
Hey. Interesting. Wow.
Move past.
Move past it.
Move past the
okay.
nakedness.
It's
All
very
right.
hard to move past it because everybody's brain is
Yeah,
like,
that's it. Yeah. Getting creative now.
Howard, he look naked? How would she look naked?
Yeah, imagine.
Mind is going.
Let's just try it.
All right, topic change.
Topic change. So what was it like for you being naked? No. On a serious note. So what was it like for you going back to normal, real world?
Oh wow, that was
Take us through your journey a little bit.
Yeah, that's good because she was here 5 months, gone out to humans, and then came back.
Very quickly.
yeah. Honestly, it was very different. I didn't. Well, they obviously asked like, how was the experience, and when I shared them, this is what I learned. This is what they were just, because they couldn't relate to it. And this whole spiritual journey, because my family, friends, they haven't even started this journey, right? So I found that it was very hard to relate to a lot of people. So the conversations I found it very interesting. I actually forgot how I used to be with them before. So I was trying to figure out, okay, well, I met my friends, but it wasn't the same. It was very different. And there were a lot of other friends who wanted to meet me. I'm sorry if you're watching this. And I said I would meet you and I didn't. It's because I just didn't know what to say. Like, what would I even talk about? It's not the same anymore. But yeah, I really want to come back, and I'm glad I'm here with the same tribe.
For sure.
Good to be back.
It's good to have you back.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think there's always that transition period, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think, when you're in this every single day and everybody's positive,
Yeah.
it's just like if anybody was to go into corporate job right now,
Oh,
it would
man.
be thinking, hey, wait a second, why is people bitching and moaning and complaining?
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
why are you complaining?
It's
But
a
it's
different
just normal.
experience. Yeah, different
Yeah.
experience.
People coming into work and, oh, I'm really tired. Like that's normal, right?
Mm.
Oh, I'm really tired. Oh,
Yeah. Oh, when's the end of the day? When's lunch break? When's this?
Yeah.
When's that?
Oh, yeah.
or oh, did you go out last night? Yeah, what did you do? Yeah, I got totally pissed and this what happened and whatever. It's like, oh, I'm getting so much hangover. Like this is humans, right? And then to come into a place where it's like, and here every day, and it's all everybody's just
Everyone's just chill. loving it.
Positivity.
Yeah.
And
That's
positivity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just you get used to this, and then suddenly you go back into that, and it's just like, hey, why is that person complaining?
Yeah. Right. What's going on?
What do you mean?
It's a
Exactly.
different environment. Like you said, the normal office things and the normal work stuff, like what I used to do before. It's very difficult for me to probably think of getting back into that because of this
Environment. Huh?
this environment. Yeah,
Yeah.
this welcoming, this relaxed environment. It was a new kind of for me, but it's quite good. Like I'm feeling happy, feeling relaxed compared to what I was before.
Yeah.
So yeah.
We were having this chat the other day. Like, I've had a lot of jobs, and there hasn't been a job where you'd be counting the minutes. Like, when is it? Like, when is it lunchtime? When do I go home? Here, it's like, fuck, I don't have enough time. Like, time goes by so fast because we're having fun. It's in a peaceful, productive environment. Everyone gets on well. There's no BS, and it's just. Actually, I had this chat with Fenya when I joined the team, and it really is a privilege to be here because we're here. There's no resistance, so our energy and focus goes on that which we need to do. Nice.
Yeah, like I had a similar chat with Amy when I joined. I was like, I'm nervous, like to join. I was like, what are they like here?
We're evil. We're naked.
Found out now. But yeah, like since I've joined, like it's been like really good. Like
That's
it's been 3 months already.
Crazy, huh?
Whoa. 3 months?
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
going to ask you this question because you're not. Well, I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. You're not necessarily spiritual. Like, do you practice a
Yeah,
religion? or-
we pray 5 times a day.
You're Muslim, right?
Yeah, Muslim. Yeah, follow Islam. Like we pray 5 times a day. Early in the morning
Yeah.
before sunrise. Then it's the mid afternoon, which is around 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
And then we pray after the sunset, which is before the 12 o'clock, which is midnight.
Wow.
So we pray spiritually. That's
And you are facing east also. Huh?
we're facing Mecca.
Mm.
So depending on where the compass is, where it is, so
Mm.
it's that. But it's that time when you've had a long day and you go and pray, put your head in prostration towards
ground.
the Lord.
Mm.
That feels peaceful.
Mm.
And it's said that the the prayers and whatever you say in whisper when you're in prostration is heard higher in the heavens.
Mm.
So that is spirituality. What we, as a Muslim, we do 5 times, which is a compulsory act for a Muslim, every Muslim, when they reach the age of puberty. So that's how we are spiritual. And then we have months like Ramadan is a very spiritual month for us, which towards the end of Ramadan, 10 days, we read the Quran, we pray as much as we can, and it's just that whole feeling of that month is really spiritual for
You're
us.
fasting as well.
Yeah,
It's
fasting
nice,
as
it's
well.
nice, man, because coming from France, there's a lot of Muslim people there having, the French Empire go into Morocco. And during Ramadan, it gets chaotic because a lot of people, I think, have forgotten what it's about. It's about emptying your vessel, cleansing so you can connect. Whereas over there now, it's just a thing because that's what religion says. And people get hungry. People get violent on the street, man.
Yeah,
really?
I think.
Yeah.
I think Ramadan, unfortunately, with this day and age, the people have taken a wrong message. The message of Ramadan was not to be violent or to be just thinking of when I'm going to open the fast. The message of Ramadan was to feel what people go through on a daily basis in the countries that are less fortunate. We are fortunate that we know that we will have food on the table once we open our fast. We are fortunate that we will have food when we close the fast. There's people there that survive on one piece of, for example, chapati, like for 2 days. And that feeling that we get when we are fasting, it's to cleanse your body from not only, keep hungry, but you need to protect yourself from a lot of sins. The way you talk to people.
Taking things for granted.
And this is with everything that we do, like Islam is based on good manners. It's based on how to talk to people in the best way possible. So when you are with them, they are happy to be around you. And when you leave that environment, they remember you. And even if you go to any job nowadays, the first thing they ask for is customer service. If you have good customer service, you have good manners and stuff. So I think people are going away from the main message of Islam.
Just seeing it as a rule to follow, and therefore the Lord will be happy.
It's interesting because he is very much what he's speaking about right now.
Absolutely.
When we said just the other day, I said he's a very, very nice guy. Comes in when you left, exactly what you just said there.
Yeah,
you'll be remembered when you leave. So whenever he exits, we were having a conversation. I said he's a very nice guy, huh? He said everyone, he's a very nice guy. So you did exactly what you just said that you're supposed to do. You go in there, you leave people with that impression. And I think it's at the same time you can say there's a lot of people who are very religious, but it's still rare to find, I think, somebody who's really living that. Do you find you need to remind yourself every day, or do you feel the prayer reminds you, or like what do you think is the difference between those who are of the same religion but not really
I think
that way?
I think when you're on
and getting angry and frustrated and stuff,
I think when you're on the prayer mat, when you're actually sitting there and you're praying, at that moment you remember the whole day. And it's normally said in Islam that before you go to bed, you should actually write down or think about things that you've done wrong and things that you've done good. And when you wake up in the morning, have an objective in your head what you're going to do for to be productive. Because if you look at the history of Islam, all the prophets that have come, they've not all just been spiritual prophets just sitting in one corner. They've actually gone out and worked. They've shown us the way to live. You can be spiritual whilst you're working. You don't have to be spiritual in one room, basically. So I think with that, like a lot of people are forgetting that this act, that compulsory act that we have where we thank God for putting us in this world, to giving us that capability to have 2 hands, 2 eyes, 2 ears, where people are less fortunate in the world, where we have food on the table, we have an ability, because even in places in Pakistan, I know where a lot of my family is from here, what we earn in a month is something they will not earn for probably the rest of their life. It's something what we earn weekly is what they earn in a month. So that's looking at that, it's just very, very thankful to God always.
But how did you become this way with your would you say
that integrity?
Would you say nature, or would you say nurture? Was it a case that your parents was feeding you this knowledge all the way, or what do you feel?
It was a big part with my parents, the way they brought me up, the way to lead life and stuff. And then as I got onto an age where I understand more, I think it was getting taught from the mosque, getting taught from people that are qualified lecturers, for example, and
But
explaining.
you have to have a fascination in it
Yeah.
also.
I just
feel
found,
that you're-
I just found I remember one month, I think I was probably age 7 or age 8. It was Ramadan, and it was just like at the time of fast breaking, there was food on the table. There was all the family getting together. There was like people happy and smiling all day long. And then when the time we're fasting, we're praying, we're being more spiritual and stuff. And that actually said that, okay, why are we doing this? When I started opening up and researching and looking at more and listening to lectures and stuff and understanding why we do this, it made me realize how thankful we are. And I think this is why I feel more connected to that, because I'm thankful that what I have, where there's a lot of people in my position that don't have that, even though I might not have a lot, but I'm thankful for that. And that's why I think I'm more connected to this, where I would like to help people as much as I can and make them smile. So I think that's what I've.
So when you first came into this, obviously at the beginning you had no idea what
Yeah.
this was about. You even said when you search on Google, you found noodle bar, and it's like what's noodles got to do with it, right? So
You come to this.
was there a moment of kind of like a surprise, like wait a second, they are speaking your language kind of thing?
Yeah, I was surprised a little. I was like, okay, so what else? What else are they going to say now? But yeah, it was because when I came for the interview originally, Rebecca gave me a vague understanding of what you do and what the company does and stuff. So I was more interested in meeting you and stuff, but then at the same time I was nervous as well meeting you because Rebecca was saying a lot of things. It was quite interesting for me to learn more about the company before I started. But I think like with the help of Kia and Amy, for example, like gave me a lot of understanding of what the company has to offer. And that gave me more backing, because then I did a little research as well and stuff. And it opened up many like questions, I would say, which I think as time going on, it answered all of them.
That's cool.
And I found out the company it's very, very different from a lot of companies. And maybe this was something that I've always wanted in terms of like the way it is, the way it's flexible, and the way it's open, and the way it's like more spiritual and stuff. I think it gives everyone a chance to speak and stuff and help people and stuff. I think that's something that I've always like thought, okay, like I would love to do something. And then it just happened in a way where it's to do with photography and editing as well, something that I'm obviously my career is as well. So it all came together. I think as time's gone on,
manifested this.
Exactly.
as time's gone on, it's actually all the questions are getting answered and stuff. I think I'm settling in well.
Do you know
For sure,
a lot of the time when I I say this at our events as well, when people come in with the comments, they'll oh, thank you, master, you're so amazing, you changed my life, da, 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 da. And I always say to people, I say, you need to understand that life is purely a reflection of you. So if you can see any love in me, or you can see any joy in me, or any gratitude in me, or any humbleness from me, I said, know that this is you, because this is where you are at to receive this right now. And so the moment when you are praising, looking forward, also remember that you're praising in here at the same time. You're coming along this way.
Yeah.
And in the same sense, when and it's nice that we are learning about you and your story as well, because obviously you're one of the newest ones on the team. But in the same sense, while I was just listening to him speak, it was kind of like it was peaceful, it was beautiful, it was like it's meant to be.
Yeah.
And at the same time, it is also recognition for ourselves to say, hey, if we are in a position to attract somebody of that nature, then we also need to say, hey, we're doing pretty well.
For sure.
So that's a compliment for you and a compliment also for everybody who's watching right now. because you are also attracting to listen to this show.
Yeah, it's a co-creation, isn't it?
Yeah, beyond
That's
the
sweet.
nakedness.
Got so close to not bringing it back to nakedness. I'm gonna veer away from the nakedness, but it's cool to see, like, because I have very religious family members, and a lot of them do it for following rules, or they got caught under this authority thing. But for you can see it really is something that you're deeply
Yeah, it's like
passionate about. And
as we were growing up, like it was always the fact that you have to do this.
yeah,
And then as like time went on and I became more understanding and stuff, I thought, why do I need to do this? There must be a reason for it. So then when you start opening that chapter up and start understanding things like what's the benefit of this and what's the negative, what's the bad stuff about it, then you feel like, okay, what's actually right? What's actually wrong? What is actually the religion wants you to do? And what does culture want you to do? So then you make your decision that way. I think as time went on, like a lot of people are still stuck in the cultural environment, regardless of whatever religion you are. It's the culture does take over a lot, and I think every religion has got one message, even if it's Christianity, Buddhism, or Muslim Islam. They've all got a message of peace and love, and be one with everybody. But I think where the culture takes over with a lot of people who say, we have to do this because our ancestors said it. That's when it becomes trouble, and that's when you can see what's happening in the world.
And also when people are using religion to fight other religion.
Yeah.
Which is like, and this is, it's like, did your Bible really teach you that?
yeah, right.
Like, you say your Bible is teaching you that the other religions are wrong and you should fight them. That's and you should be angry, upset by their belief.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think any religion actually taught that, but for some reason, in the human mind, it feels like, yes, only our God is real. It's
like in the Quran, there's a chapter named after the ant, and there's a chapter named after a cow.
Wow.
And if you research into that, there's questions that why has an ant got more privilege in that terms than a human? There's no chapter in the Quran that's named after a human being, but there's a chapters named after an insect and an animal. And the answer to that is because God wants us to realize that don't be proud of yourself too much, because everyone is the same. You have to be humble with everyone. If the ant can get a chapter in the Quran and a cow can get a chapter in the Quran, that means something. So it just like in the Quran, it even says like don't kill even the insect. Be with the insect, because everything is God's creation. We have to respect that, and we have to abide by that. We have to look.
I have a
love
question,
that.
man.
Yeah.
So in Catholic Church, and I don't know how it works for Protestant or Church of England. And the reason I say this is because in the Quran, you have to accept God's creation, which is everything. That is also in the Bible. However, Christianity have a problem accepting people who have a slightly different sexuality, like homosexuals, lesbians, bisexuals. What's the Quran's view, or how are these people viewed from an Islam point of view? Is there still that like gray area?
I think that's a deep answer, really. I think a better answer would be from a person that's more educated. I probably wouldn't want to say anything that I would probably get attacked by or something in the comments, because I don't really have that much knowledge about that. I'll be honest with you. So I think that was a really good question. But I think a small answer to that would be people look at Islam like they used to look at Islam long time ago.
Back then. Okay.
So Islam is a very peaceful religion, so it has an answer for everything, but it has also an explanation for everything in the best possible way, which everyone be understand. So I think the best answer to that would be someone that's more educated in that kind of sector to explain that, because the knowledge that I have is very limited to that. So I wouldn't want to answer something and then it's wrong, and then it's not good for me, because then it's not actually mentioned in the Quran that then probably, or it is. Yeah. So I think that would be better if someone more educated could answer that.
So if that's you that's more educated, then make sure to comment below.
Yeah.
then everybody will
Beautiful.
comment.
Yeah, everyone thinks they're
I know.
educated.
I know what the
I know.
answer is.
Someone told me once.
But it's a very chilled out, very flexible, very peaceful religion,
Yeah.
which a lot of people unfortunately make it out as it's not.
Yeah, it's a shame. It's a
So
shame.
it's very peaceful. Like I just went to Mecca last year.
Wow, that must have been amazing.
Yeah, it
Was it
was
your first time?
First time, yeah. Went with my mum, and we went
Wow.
with a few friends and stuff. And just when we seen the Kaaba, it's called, and that was like wow, because all our life we're facing that Kaaba to pray, and all our life we're seeing that on the TV. So actually going there
Imagine
and
the energy
seeing
there.
that, and then when you go into that circle, you feel the energy, you feel the power.
Yeah, of course.
And there's like literally 24 hours, 7 days a week. There's birds going around the Kaaba, like literally doing like circles around the Kaaba. They've been there since like generations. They actually saved. They were actually, it was an order from Allah to save because people wanted to destroy that Kaaba. So what happened is Allah ordered these birds to go and fight the people, and they threw stones at them. People, they died. So since that day, that generation of that bird is there. They do it's called the tawaf, so the circle around the Kaaba, and they're still there. And you can hear them, their buzzing sound all around the Kaaba and stuff, and it's so peaceful. So that was a big change for me in my life. That was a huge change for me going there, because when you go there and you come back, it's like you've been reborn. Your sins are cleaned. And you become more like a basically newborn baby, realistically, as they say. So that was a big change for me. And since I came back, my life started changing as well. So it was
When we all go to Himalayas together, you'll also see something very similar in Himalayas. There's a lake there, and there's all the divine energies, powerhouses, all there.
Wow.
And you have the birds as well. It's the same role.
I remember.
Yeah,
you
there's the
mentioning
trees on the
birds.
side, and the leaves. You'll see the leaves are just falling into the basin. Every time there's a leaf in the basin, the birds, they keep the basin. That water body is the energy, and so they keep going in, cleaning out. So you see the lake isn't serviced by any humans. They just make sure to keep that divine and keep it clean. A very powerful place as well. So we drink from that water, go in that water. It's very, very, very strong.
Wow.
Yeah.
So the Mecca. Do you have to be a Muslim to visit and go in and pray? Are there regulations?
Saudi Arabia as a country, you don't have to be a Muslim.
You don't.
But in the actual the area of where the Mecca is, you have to be a Muslim, to go in. The actual area, so it's probably not the whole of Mecca, but just that area.
Sure.
You have to be Muslim to go in. It's just it's obviously there's people that go there that are converts as well, that convert to Islam, so they're allowed. But from what I've heard and what I know is you have to be a Muslim to go there. Yeah. But
Fascinating.
Saudi Arabia have advanced a lot compared to what we hear about Saudi Arabia. But they're actually creating an island just out of Saudi Arabia for a tourist attraction and stuff. So they've got a lot of money.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah, but it's very like you see like a lot of people from different countries working there, like from India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, for example. A lot of Asian countries, they go there for work and they stay there. So there's a lot of Christians that go there. There's a lot of people from England that go there, and they go there for work purposes. So then, and that way they're allowed to be there. Otherwise, then it's just in that area, it's just Muslims only.
Yeah, so I guess any religious or spiritual practice is reserved for those who are committed.
Yeah, committed. Yeah, but it's an area which is sacred, isn't it?
Of course.
So there's always angels coming and going from that area. There's people that have witnessed the angels as a miracle, especially during Ramadan. There's people that have actually witnessed angels. They've seen angels. There's videos on YouTube as well that sometimes they're not true because a lot of editing can happen.
Yeah.
But there's times where there's angels that are there. And there's also in the seventh or the fourth sky above the Kaaba, there's another Kaaba there, which is all for the prophets that have been there before. Which Prophet Muhammad, who leads the prayer 5 times a day. So literally where the Kaaba is, on top of that Kaaba, 4 skies up, there's another Kaaba. So that's for all the prophets.
This is fascinating.
So
Yeah, I want to see a video.
This is the first time you're hearing him speak so spiritual,
Yeah,
talking about angels and everything, huh?
and there's no aeroplanes cannot go over the Kaaba.
that's insane. That's,
The power you feel there, they say that that's the center of the earth. I'm not sure, obviously, but that there's no aeroplane that can go over that. That Kaaba basically has to go around it.
This shows a lot about Hassan actually, because he's been here 3 months and he hasn't mentioned a word of this,
no.
which is a very powerful approach, which a lot of people who are in certain religions or have certain beliefs are not like, because they want to fight for their belief to be true. So they are trying to convince other people, hey, did you know it's like this? Or, hey, I seen this or this. But even until this conversation, we had no idea of it. And it's something that Grandmaster shares a lot as well, is saying that if you have a God you believe in, that's for you. God is for you. It's not for anybody else. You don't need to share your God with everybody. You do not need to convince everybody to believe in your God. That is your God. That is your belief. So keep him, her, whatever with you. And I think that's exactly what he's done. You know, it's like he's not trying to enforce it on anybody else, not trying to make anybody believe in anything else. It's like this works for him. It's great. And I think it's in exactly the same way for everybody who's listening, is whatever works for you is it's great. Even if it's like, if yours is a rock, so be it. You pray to it every single day and it works for you. It keeps you humble. It keeps you happy. It keeps you smiling. It keeps you kind. Then so be it. If it's a plant, it's a plant. If it doesn't matter what it is, right? If it's an ant, it's an ant, right? It doesn't matter. But I think everybody should be more coming together in unity, in saying that love, kindness, compassion, these things is what brings us all together in peace. And I think, it's been very nice to hear your story.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Naiko boy out.
Yeah, I was thinking about it. It was a question I wanted to ask you yesterday, and it's now we've got you here. It's nice to see. You know, there's so many facets to people that you just don't even think about and imagine.
Yeah.
You know, so
now we just need the outro song from
the outro
Naked
song.
Naiko.
Oh wow, we're going back to the topic again.
We'll see how this flows. This is coming straight from the divine. He's feeling the pressure right now. He's gonna relax. He's gonna flow.
Pressure. We don't talk about pressure. Oh man.
So remember this: like, comment, and subscribe.
Oh, okay. If you got, this is tough, man.
You can do it. Don't think.
If you got any value from this, then just maybe give Naked Naiko a little kiss. Like, comment, subscribe to the tribe, and hit the subscription button. That's the little bell sign, by the way. And we'll see you next time. Namaste, everybody.
Namaste.